From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass, this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Tonight, it's the semifinals of the 46th Annual Groton Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament between the visiting Pomfret Griffins with a record of 6-1 and the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 4-0. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside Max Hooven on camera. Lawrence Academy and Pomfret both 3-1 winners in their quarterfinals last night. Pomfret over Holderness and Lawrence Academy over Cushing. Lawrence Academy comes into play outscoring their opposition 21-3 in the first 4 games of the season. They are certainly off to a better start in this tournament than they were last year, in which they got 3 ties. Playing to win this tournament for the first time since, 2011? Pomfret enters play, as I mentioned, 6-1. They were quarterfinalists in the NEPSAC small division tournament, the Piatelli-Simmons tournament last year. Lawrence Academy semifinalists in the open division. The game is on. Lawrence Academy going right to left of the navy blue with the white numbers and the red abdomen stripe and the Spartan logo on the front, and Pomfret in the white jerseys with the black and red stripes, the red letters and numbers, and the black helmets. This is Jake Hughes bringing it up ice, and the play is offside. Goals by Cole Telecki, Dave Sacco, and John Riggins were the difference in last night's win for the Spartans. The winner of this game gets the winner of the Dexter Southfield Culver game, which is going on right now across town at the Groton Schools. This shot is tipped aside by Brandon Milberg, who just committed to Sacred Heart. Up the right side, here comes Kyle Tomaso, one of the captains for Pomfret. Now it's carried away along the end boards and hit right into the stick of Vaclav Hess. Vaclav from Prague, Czech Republic. He's a post-grad year player. On the left side, the diagonal pass tipped into the zone, but into the protective netting by Anthony Caffarelli. A lot of post-grad players on this Pomfret roster. You heard Jake Hughes earlier. He's from Charlton, Mass. Gunnar Hansen from Guilford, Connecticut. Matt Lackas from Charlestown, Mass. Jack Sloan from Hopkinton, Mass. And Vaclav Hess and Andrew Shearson from Chicago, Illinois. Stretch pass up the left side, redirected into the zone from center ice. Trying to chase it down is Sami Harkarainen from Los Gatos, California for Pomfret. Comes out to the right point, a lot of traffic there, goes back below the goal line for Ryan Maher, not Meager. Up the far side boards, and the Spartans able to carry it out of the zone. A lot of traffic there, they won't get a rush as it's intercepted at the blue line by Cole Brennan. On the right side, it's Cam Lowe. Lowe plays it below the goal line. Dangerous spot there for Milberg. His own man was carrying it right in front of him in the crease. Now the Spartans there in the zone. There's a change behind the play for the Spartans, and getting shouldered off the puck is Holt Oliphant. Puck trickles out of the zone, and now here come the Griffins on the counterattack. This is Tyler Mitchell, takes the shot, and it is out of play. 2:07 gone by here in the first period. No score between Pomfret and Lawrence Academy. To give you an update on that Dexter Southfield Culver game, at last check it was 2-1 Dexter Southfield at the beginning of the second period. LA gets it out of the zone on the left side. The shot, and unable to tip it towards net, is Lovett. Lovett will chase it down the near left corner. Backhanded the other way for Riggins. Now Addison Azar. Now the reach of Jack Sloan. Sloan takes a poke at it. Comes out to the right point. The shot goes wide left. Andrew Shearson, one of the post-grad players I mentioned, getting the start between the pipes for Pomfret, and that play is icing on the Griffins. Face off in the right wing circle. It'll be Sacco to take it for the Spartans, and Sacco wins it back to his right wing, backhanded towards goal, and it was gloved down by Shearson, and then he covers up. Shearson out of Chicago. 2:55 gone by here in the first period. Right wing circle face off. Tyler Bork to take it against Dave Sacco. And it's won over to the very tall Vaclav Hez. Up the right side for Jake Hughes. Hughes tries to get it over the left side for Bork. Back over to the right side, goes below the goal line, swept around the end boards for Duran. Tapped out of the zone. D-to-D pass over to Ryan Kaczynski. Kaczynski delays, takes the shot wide left from outside the blue line. Therefore it is Hans Forselius. Correction, that was Bork, and whistle. Looks like the play is offside for Pomfret with 3:28 gone by in the first period. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. The play was not offside. It went out of play off of Lawrence Academy, so face off in the offensive zone for Pomfret. No icing here as this was swept around the end boards. Comes all the way back to Shearson. Shearson plays it the other way, up the right side, trying to connect with Hakkarainen. Unable to tap it into the zone off the side boards is Oliphant, swept away. And now on the left side, walking in, it's Maher, gives it up, and the net comes off its mooring as trying to make the bid was Maher along with Oliphant. Face-off will be in the right wing circle. Looks like it's going to be Matt Lockus to take it against Connor Lovett. Lockus wins it back. Around the end boards to Kaczynski, swept out of the zone. Hakkarainen gets it in the zone. Change behind the play for Pomfret as they look to set up their offense. It's kicked away from the far right corner. Spartans unable to get it out of the zone, kept in at the left point. Out to the top of the slot, that is Lowe. Lowe plays it in deep. Around the end boards, Gunnar Hansen makes a bid at it, lays a big hit. And another change for Pomfret. Up the near side boards. The diagonal off of the feet of Riggins, goes into the zone. Riggins gets blown up by Philip Lamar. Now Broderick plays it in on the diagonal. Change ahead of the play for Lawrence Academy. And we'll try to catch him napping. On the right side, it's Declan Chapman. Chapman trickles it in on Milberg. He covers up with 12:58 to go. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Right wing circle face-off, and this will be won by Pomfret, carried below the goal line. A lot of traffic with a man draped right over him. Is that, I'm concerned if that's Fury or dragging his man down from behind. The shot from the top of the slot might have been tipped away by Milberg out to the right wing circle, thrown below the goal line for Hughes. Goes back to Hughes behind the goal, tries to wrap around, now reverses direction out to the left point. Waiting for it is Addison Azar, but it comes outside the zone. Azar throws it in. Pomfret will tag up, start to change. On the diagonal, tapped into the zone by Duran. Duran will try to chase it down in a battle with Jack Sloan. Sloan wins that battle, plays it up the far side boards. Intercepted at the blue line, but taken back over by Pomfret. On the diagonal up the left side by Hughes. That puck is taken away by the Spartans, backhanded, but taken right back by Chapman. Chapman goes below the goal line and gets cut off from the puck by Cole Telecki. Telecki goes up the right side, redirected towards the blue line. And now it's Chapman again on the left side, trying to force his way in. Might have been steered aside by Milberg. Back to the left point. Kaczynski changes for LA. Tapped into the zone by Lacus. Backhanded to the near right corner. Spartans unable to get it out of the zone. Taking a big hit for his trouble is Humphrey. Tapped ahead by Maher. Lacus lifts it in the zone, high stick on LA if they touch it, and Connor lets it go. Pomfret touches it, they don't get burned. It goes below the goal line, out of the reach of Axel Rislin from Dubai. Back the other way come the Spartans. Can they get numbers here? 4-on-3. On the right side, the pass into the right wing circle, and nobody home in the left wing circle for the setup. Played below the goal line by Connor. Now in front. Out to the left point, Connor walks the blue line, takes the shot, misses wide right. 10:35 to go in the period. Pomfret able to get it out of the zone. Up the left side by Cam Lowe. Lowe in a foot race here. Keeps the play alive in the near right corner. Tries to reverse direction. Connor's there to cut it off. Creates a scrum in the near right corner. Now it's Pride free. Thrown away from the end boards to the near right corner. Glove down in the neutral zone by Cole Brennan. Hughes takes a hit as he tries to enter the zone. Counterattack 1-on-3 here by LA, and this is going to result in a face-off. Good job by Riggins to force Shearson to hold on to that one with 9:54 to go. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. The shot from the left point by Carfania tipped wide right. LA keeping possession as stumbling and then taking a shot from the right point was Riggins. Scrum in the far left corner. Riggins tries to pry it free to support Broderick. Now another scrum in the far left corner. Riggins having a hard time prying it free, so is Broderick. Eventually LA gets possession, kept in along the blue line for the shot. The tip is wide right. Carfania had it on a tee for either Lovett or Broderick, and nothing doing there for LA. Forcing his way through traffic and forcing it in deep is Forselius. And back the other way come the Spartans. It's thrown in from center ice. Shearson plays it around the end boards. There to cut it off is Lovett on the far side. Backhanded out to the right point, fresh legs, the shot, the save made by Shearson with 8:57 to go. There's that promo again. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Right wing circle face off, and we will see it be won by Pomfret, backhanded, but out of the reach of Sloan. Now at the right side, Hakkarainen played to the left side and low, and now a whistle, and I believe they called an offside. .846 to go, fast-moving period, but no score. Face-off won by the Spartans. The diagonal is backhanded into the zone by Caffarelli, but not all the way in. Too much traffic at the Pomfret blue line. Now the shot from the left wing circle, saved by Milberg, deflected to the far right corner. Diagonal clear, thrown back off the side boards by Kaczynski, who gets a big hit for his trouble. Unable to handle that pass is Caffarelli, creates a chance for Hakkarainen. Hakkarainen plays it in deep, and therefore it is Mac Oliphant. Tapped into the zone, onside by Duran, tries to work his way in, and the net comes off its mooring. .7:57 to go in the period. Again, still no score. It's probably the best chance we've seen thus far. Duran with that self-pass into the zone, and then working his way in close on Shearson, who made the stop, and then the net came off its mooring. Face-off in the left wing circle. It'll be Humphrey to take it against Bork. Taken out of the zone by the Griffins. Now walking into the right wing circle. Nice dangle, and the shot goes over the crossbar off the rear glass. Holding it at the left point is Phil Lamar. Lamar plays it in deep. Out to the left wing circle, pass cut off. Lamar still waiting for it at the left point, keeps it at the blue line, goes over to the right point, Kaczynski. Kaczynski plays it in deep. Connor looking for an outlet to clear. Not there. Glove down at the blue line by Tomaso. And now Pomfret getting a change as Telecki handles it. Telecki stays on his feet despite the hit attempt from Kaczynski. Nearly a dangerous turnover at the blue line as it's popped up, and now a 1-on-2 here for Pomfret, but it's cut off by some good poke checks by the Spartans. Now they try to throw it in front, but it's cut off by Humphrey. Connor with Telecki in support. Humphrey's there. Humphrey dangles, goes to the left side. Maher tries to work his way in, forced below the goal line, reverses direction for Oliphant. Oliphant meets a Griffin sandwich, and it's taken away by Sloan, gets it out of the zone only as far as center, where there's Carfagna. Carfagna waits, now backs up. Goes over to Connor. Connor up the right side, no icing. Shearson is there, reverses direction, but goes right into the feet of Sloan. And now played up the right side for Hakkarainen. Traffic at center ice, comes into the zone, no offside. Up the right side, Spartans unable to clear. On the second attempt, they do get it out of the zone. Lovett having a hard time handling it. Now it drops at the blue line. 2-on-2 here for the Spartans. The shot, the save made, the rebound, and the net comes off its mooring. Another great opportunity for the Spartans. Unable to corral the shot with Shearson. The rebound was there, but the net came off its mooring, and we remain scoreless with 5:47 to go. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow us on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, PayPal, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Shot from the right point goes off a couple of bodies in the slot, turned over to the Griffins. Losing sight of the puck was Lowe. There to bail him out was Lacus. Changes ahead of the play for Pomfret as the Spartans try the counterattack. Thrown in from center ice. No icing, says the referee. Swept around the end boards by Shearson. Out to the right point. Kept in there by Lovett. Lovett plays it in deep. Oh, tipped aside just barely by Shearson, with Riggins bearing right in on him. Big hit along the near left corner boards. Goes behind the goal. Chasing it down for Pomfret is Azar. Big hit laid on Kyle Tomaso. And it comes out of the zone. Nice behind the back pass to Bork. Bork works his way in, and the save made by Milberg as it comes back to the Pomfret blue line. They'll get a change, and therefore it is Oliphant. Now it comes out of the zone. Traffic along the near side at the red line. Entering the zone on the right side is Kaczynski. Kaczynski gets hit. Placed it alive for Pomfret, backhanded out to the left point. Faking the windup for the bomb is Hakkarainen. He plays it in deep. Actually, that was not Hakkarainen, that was Hez with the fake shot. Hez can't corral the puck at the left point. And now it comes to the near side boards where it's thrown off the side boards, but Pomfret with good pressure here, keeping the puck in the zone, getting some fresh legs in behind the play. Big hit laid there on the much smaller, I believe that was Chapman. No penalty, but here's a stretch pass, and now a one-on-one, good dangle, and unable to keep the play moving is Sacco as the Pomfret defense got back quickly. Sacco had a chance as they hit the home run pass for him. Now it's Caffarelli, gets hit, out to the right point. The shot from the right point nearly tipped in by Duran. Duran gets it in front, Sacco swing and a miss. 3.5 to go in this blistering first period. Self pass by Lacus into the zone, tries to dangle, taken away by Duran. Does he have some space to catch the Pomfret change napping? He might. Getting his stick in the way of that dangle though is Brennan, and back the other way come the Griffins, thrown in from just outside the blue line by Hakkarainen. This is icing on the Spartans with 3:07 to go. And now a whistle behind the play, and it looks like we have a penalty being called. And this is a penalty on Pomfret. Matt Lacus is going to the box. Is he? Yes, he is. So that takes away the face-off in the offensive zone for Pomfret and gives it to LA as they'll be on the power play. The penalty coming at 14:53 of the first period. Lacus to the box. Sacco to take the face off, wins it to the left wing, now out to the left point, Fury, over to the right point. That's Carfagna. Delaying is Sacco, back to Carfagna. Carfagna goes back to Sacco, back to Carfagna, top of the slot, back to Sacco. Walks in, goes down low for Duran, backhands it off the side of the cage. Out to Carfagna. Carfagna at the top of the slot, back out to Sacco. Walks in, takes the shot, the save made by Shearson with 2:40 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Right wing circle face-off. This one will be won by Pomfret. They try to clear it up the right side boards. They cannot. Carfagna keeps the play alive, carries it in deep, finds Duran. Duran tries to get it in front for Humphrey, but the pass was off target. Duran out to the top of the slot. Now Fury. Fury pinwheels back. Now goes to the top of the slot. Over to Carfagna. 1:09 left on the penalty. Back to Carfagna. Carfagna. Body goes down in front of the goal. Nice tip to slow down the pass by Pomfret. Down low for Duran. Duran dodges the poke check. Hez gets his large body in the way. Now a scrum in the far left corner. Duran trying to pry it free from Kaczynski. Hez there from behind. Now walking in, and they can't backhand it out to Sacco. Carfagna keeps the play alive, and now it's tapped out of the zone by Hughes. And Pomfret will get a change with 30 seconds left on the penalty. The pass up ice cut off by Tommaso. He gets it back into the LA zone. Carfagna reverses direction, throws it right into the lap of Tommaso. And now brought into the zone on the right side by Lovett. Lovett waiting for fresh legs to come on the ice. There's Connor, turns it over, and it's rifled 200 feet, and that should bleed off the last of the penalty as we're at about a little over a minute to go in the period. Pass into the slot, the shot, the save, the rebound. And it looks like the net might be off its mooring. Referee has his back turned to the net. And play on. Entering the zone on the left side is Riggins. Riggins takes the shot, loose puck, popped up in the air, trying to glove it down is Oliphant. Oliphant plays out to the top of the slot. Connor to the near left corner, out to the left point. There is Telecki. Telecki off the side boards in the near left corner for Riggins. And that trickles out of the zone. 17 seconds left in the period. Backhanded in towards Shearson, and he covers up with 12.4 to go. Face off in the left wing circle. This will be won by Pomfret. Backhanded around the end boards by Kaczynski. 7 seconds to go. Maybe one last chance here for Pomfret. High stick called on Lawrence Academy. They let it go, and that'll do it for the first period. Well, this is a rarity. Lawrence Academy held scoreless. No score between the Griffins and the Spartans after one. Back after this. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass, alongside Max Hooven on camera. No score between the Pomfret Griffins and the Lawrence Academy Spartans as we get the second period underway, but a quick shot is saved by Brandon Milberg, and then the net comes off its mooring. Max is getting absolutely infuriated by all these instances of the net comes. Well, remember, Max. Like breakaway nets are necessary because if you actually mount them into the ice, you have the risk for really serious injury. I mean, would you rather have delays for that, or would you rather have delays for a guy with like a U-shaped leg? Entering the right side is Duran, the kick save made by Shearson. And the puck comes the other way, thrown into the zone from between the blue line and the red line by the Griffins. They get a change in the offensive zone with their bench in the offensive zone. This goes wide right as a big hit is laid on Cam Lowe as he unleashes the shot. And now this goes off the sideboards, no icing, as the puck looked to be behind Hakkarainen. And I don't know if they would have a plan, but they rule no icing. Out to the right point, delaying is Telecki. Telecki takes the shot, and the puck was still loose, but now the referee's arm is up, and it looks like we have an interference penalty. Space Jam. None of these. Space Jam is older than literally every player on this ice. It is, isn't it? Well, the penalty was interference, and it was on Anthony Caffarelli of Lawrence Academy. So it's a power play for the Griffins, their first of the game. Makes me wonder how good or bad Space Jam 2 is going to be. Below the goal line. Alana waiting for the right shot. Pass goes into the slot, loose puck. Milberg makes a couple of stops, and now the Spartans able to get it out of the zone. On the right side, it's Humphrey. Humphrey tries to pass it into the middle for Oliphant. Humphrey gets it back, backhands it towards net, he scores! If that is indeed Humphrey's goal, it's his fourth of the season. And Humphrey, one of 3 Providence commits on this Lawrence Academy roster, along with Riley Duran and Cole Telecki, makes it 1-0 Pomfret, 1-0 Lawrence Academy. Oh, and look what they're doing. They are still mounting the net behind the play. I think they got new pegs, actually. Well, phenomenal shorthanded effort by the Spartans. Humphrey doing the dirty work to make it 1-0. Still a minute and a half left on the power play for Pomfret. And it was so close to being 1-0 the other way too, on a shot from the right point that caused a lot of traffic right in front of Milberg. He made a couple of stops, and then Humphrey carried it away, and he capitalized. 1 minute to go on the power play as this is rifled all the way back to the Pomfret zone. Stretch pass to the right side for Tyler Bork. Hammered around the end boards, waiting for it at the left point, carrying it along the blue line is Brennan. Correction, that's Tommaso. Pass goes off the side boards, out of the zone, and now maybe another chance. This one for Riggins. Riggins works his way in, now puts on the brakes, tries to go out to the right point where Fury would have been wide open for a lane, but it's cut off. Griffins able to get it into the zone. Puck is popped up, lands in the face-off circle, and trickles dangerously in on Milberg. They try to rifle it out of the zone. 12 seconds out left on the power play. Now it does stretch out of the zone, out of the reach of Hakkarainen. He has to tag up. Tommaso tries to throw it in on the diagonal, cut off, and now maybe a 1-on-0 chance here for the shot. It's tipped aside by Shearson. Penalty time is up. 3 minutes gone by in the period. Thrown back in there by Telecki. Griffins able to get it out of the zone up the left side for Hakkarainen. Turn back over to Sacco. Tries to connect with Duran. Around the end boards, Duran waits for it at the left wing. Tries to throw it in front, tipped aside away from Caffarelli. Off the side of the cage, there is Kaczynski. Thrown off the sideboards, waiting for it at center ice is Telecki. Telecki goes on the diagonal to the left side. They try to get back to Telecki. Now a 3-on-2. Now it's a 3-on-3. Telecki gives up the body to block the shot. And back the other way come the Spartans on a 3-on-2. On the right side, it's Duran. Duran gives it up to Sacco. Back to Duran. Gives it back up. No, it's off the body of, I believe that was Jack Sloan. And that snuffs out that beautiful opportunity for the Spartans. Puck comes all the way back to the LA zone where it's Jacob Matthews. On the stretch pass, hits the home run pass for Oliphant. Tries to throw it in front. It goes through the goal mouth to the opposite side. Tapped out of the zone by Mac Oliphant. Struggle along the LA blue line. Now the diagonal pass back to Holt. Now Riggins. Tipped aside. This one is a little too strong to be corralled by LA. The shot, the save by Milberg, ricochets all the way back to center ice. Tommaso at the blue line. The diagonal hoping to reach Lacus. It's turned around to Matthews. .12:50 to go in the period. Scrum in the near right corner. Humphrey tries to pry it free. Now takes the shot and kind of buckles Shearson with 12:37 to go. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Right wing circle faceoff will be won by the Spartans. Immediate shot misses wide left, kept in at the left point by Oliphant. Comes around the end boards. That was Carfani at the left point. Now a scrum in the near right corner. Fury waiting for it at the right point. They don't get it to him. Griffins get it out of the zone. Bounces off the far side boards. Try to play it in front for Tommaso. Not Tommaso. Low. Steered aside by Milberg. And now here's Riggins. Try to win the race for the puck on the right side. No icing, said the linesman. So the play stays alive regardless. Riggins hoping to create an offensive opportunity by himself. Comes out to Fury. Fury takes the shot, bounces off of a couple of bodies in front of Shearson. Off the side boards, out to the left point. The shot trickles wide left. Pass to the right side. Carfania finishes his check on Hakkarainen. Fury gives it up, flutters out of the zone. Spartans have to tag up as Lovett really wanted to enter the zone there, but Carfania was ahead of him. They stay on side, now they enter the zone, try to get it in front, and it's not there. Out to the left side. Caffarelli has the puck in the left wing circle, tries to weave his way in, didn't really have possession of the puck as he tried to just throw it towards the general direction of the net. Now a chance here for Pomfret. The shot, the save by Milberg. Tyler Mitchell, the senior from Burlington, Ontario, with the bid there. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Thrown around the end boards off the face-off win to Duran. Duran goes into the middle for the shot that is tipped wide left by Shearson. Duran behind the goal. Has some support from Sacco, but it's taken away by the Griffins. On a 2-on-2 here. On the left side, trying to work his way in, but getting the puck lifted away from him from behind is Tomaso. Comes to the near left corner. Tomaso has some support from Bork. Bork tries to carry it to the opposite side, gets cut off by Connor. Connor gets it to Sacco, and they are able to get it out of the zone. Griffins forced to tag up. Turnover at the blue line. Walking in is Caffarelli. Now the dangle. Try to get it in front with the goalie out of position. The one-timer from the right wing circle, not there. Comes out to Connor. Connor takes the shot. It's blocked and saucered out of the zone. No icing, says the referee. Good move by Tulecki to lose his man, get it back into the zone. Redirected in by Oliphant. Out to the left point, Connor's there, tries to force it in deep, he does, but a lot of white jerseys there to take the puck. Off the side glass. Giving up the body to get that puck back into the zone is Oliphant, going down to a knee, throwing himself in the middle of the passing lane, and this will be icing on the Spartans as Connor did not expect that pass to be untouched, I think. 9:09 to go in the second period, 1-0 our score. Blake Humphrey, the shorthanded goal, is the tally. The shot from the right point, stick save made by Milberg. Now comes out of the zone, over to the right side, thrown in on the diagonal from center ice by Kaczynski. Turnover forced by Forselius, and now a whistle. And I think we're gonna have another penalty on LA. It's interference again. As that'll be Cole Tulecki going to the box. Another interference call on the Spartans. Lovett to take the face-off against, I thought it was going to be Hughes. Looks like Bork. Pomfret wins the face-off, played out to the right point. At the left point is Tomaso. They get it to him at the top of the left wing circle. Now the diagonal to the right wing. Fury tried to get his stick in the middle there. Now it's played around the end boards to Tomaso. Tomaso stops just inside the blue line, plays it in deep. A little stretch pass for Hughes. Hughes fans on it behind the goal, and it's rifled 200 feet. Riggins will try to race down there and try to apply the forecheck, but getting it around the end boards to Tomaso is Shearson. Little tic-tac-toe here into the middle of the ice, cut off by Riggins. Now Fury delays, throws it off the stanchion, doesn't get very far. Lovett can't handle it, and now maybe numbers here for Pomfret. It's Lacus over the crossbar. .56 seconds to go on the penalty. Lacus forces his way in, now spins out to Hughes. Loose puck. And the Spartans able to clear. Both teams getting changes. Up the left side, freshly on the ice, Jack Sloan. Now a scrum in the near left corner. And can the Spartans clear it out of the zone? They can. Turning around and slapping it back is Duran. 23 seconds left on the penalty. We approach 7 minutes to go in the second period. 1-0 our score. Again, a shorthanded goal by Blake Humphrey is the difference. Pomfret able to get it back in the zone, out to the right wing, played back in deep behind the goal, and thrown off the sideboards by Mac Oliphant all the way back to the Pomfret end, where this will bleed off the last of the penalty. We are back to full strength. Telecki gets out of the box and gives way to Caffarelli. Loose puck in front after the shot, and the save by Milberg. Turned over to Sacco. Sacco on the left side, stops, waits for his guys to catch up. Backhands it in deep, takes a hit. Duran lays a hit behind the goal. Backhanded out of the zone. Fury's there at his own blue line. Goes over to Connor. Connor on the diagonal up the middle for Duran. Pass intercepted, and now maybe numbers here for Pomfret. The play is offside on the stretch pass for Tommaso, but he couldn't catch up to it in time, and it goes into the near left corner, where we'll have a little bit of a scrum with under 6 minutes to go. Out to the right point, fresh legs on the ice for Pomfret. The shot for the right point is blocked before it gets to Milberg. Now on the right side, here comes Caffarelli. Caffarelli delays, takes the shot, it goes off the legs of his defender, trickles behind the goal. They reverse direction, do Pomfret, up the near side boards, cut off there, getting his stick in the way is Holt Oliphant, gets it back into the zone, now give it up into the low slot, and unable to get a shot off was Maher. Now a shot for the left point, the save made by Shearson. Out to the left point, glove down there by Carfania, plays it in for Humphrey, and now Oliphant. Back out to Carfania at the left point. Carfania takes the shot, save made, rebound wide right. Unable to leap and glove that one down as Fury comes all the way back to the LA zone. Carfania's there. Plays it up the right side for Fury, who nearly tripped. Cut off at center ice by Maher. Maher tries to weave his way in. Taken below the goal line by Pomfret. Fury's there to cut it off at the right point. Throws it off the sideboards and gets lambasted. Now it's a 3-on-2 for Pomfret. Now into the slot, give it up to the right wing circle, but the pass by Hughes is a little too strong. He flipped it up in the air for Bork, and he couldn't play it. Under 4.5 to go. Scrum along the far side boards, kept in at the right point. The shot, stick save made by Milberg. Up the right side, Oliphant gets it out of the zone. Then there's Humphrey. Humphrey enters the zone on the right side. Oliphant trying to get to the bench as quickly as he can for a change. He is gassed. Up the left side for Tommaso, redirected in from center ice. Under 4 minutes to go. Swept along the end boards by Milberg. LA had a chance to catch Pomfret in the middle of a change, but there was too much traffic, and in fact, the puck was right in their changing lane. Mitchell, diagonal pass from inside center ice for Celius. Oliphant, kept in at the blue line. Matthews will have to chase it down, hip to hip with Forselius, out to the right point, and it goes out of play with 3:18 to go. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by Pomfret outside the LA zone, rifled off the stanchion and backhanded by Connor up the left side. Now the stretch pass to Duran on the right side, enters the zone, weaves his way in, tries to connect with Sacco, can't backhand it to a teammate. Keeping it at the right point, now over to Connor at the left point, takes the shot, it's blocked. Pass skied in on Milberg. I guess it was supposed to be a home run pass for Hakkarainen, but got to Milberg before anybody else. Milberg covers up for a face-off. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow and support us on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, and PayPal LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. It's Max's favorite activity. You know, the net on the other side doesn't seem to have these problems. .250 to go in the period, 1-0 our score. Humphreys' shorthanded tally, the difference. Out to the left point on the face-off win by Pomfret. Tomaso tries to play it in front, instead turns it over to Duran. 2-on-2. Duran on the right side, weaves his way in, tries to get it in front, stuffed at it, the save made by Shearson. Trickles outside the zone, but it looks like there's a penalty here on Pomfret. It's a boarding call. And Lawrence Academy on the power play. Addison Azar pleading his case, trying to explain what happened to his coach, Matt Goethals. He's not happy. So Lawrence Academy has a shorthanded goal. Can they get a power play goal to make it 2-0? The penalty comes at 15:33 of the second period. We've got most of the rest of the period to get a power play goal here. Pomfret wins the face-off, but LA able to play it out to the right point. Walking the blue line is Tulecki. Now out for the shot from the right wing circle. The save made by Shearson. He tipped it aside behind the net. And now Pomfret able to fire at 200 feet off the back of the cage. Milberg will steer it for Maher. Correction, that's Tulecki. Tulecki over to the left side and Lovett. Lovett has traffic there, gets into the zone from the right wing circle, now goes along the wall over to Tulecki. Tulecki delays, gives it up, back to Tulecki, to the left wing to Connor, and it's trickled out of the zone again. Tulecki, LA getting the top power play line out there now. Humphrey can't keep it in the zone. Good penalty kill thus far for Pomfret. They've bled a minute off this penalty. Here is Connor, takes the shot. And we'll have a face-off with 1:17 to go. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Left wing circle face-off is won by the Spartans out to Fury. Fury over to the right point, bumping into the side boards is Carfagna. Carfagna looking for a lane, takes the shot, the kick save made. The rebound swept to the far side boards. Handled behind the goal, now out to the left wing circle, to the right point, now to the top of the slot. Carfagna gives it up to the left wing, delaying, back over to the right wing circle for the shot, save made, rebound, they score! Riley Duran on the power play makes it 2-0. That is Duran's fourth goal of the season. The sophomore, committed to Providence, makes it 2-0 with 50.4 to go. So a shorthanded goal and a power play goal this period for the Spartans. The goal came at 17:09 of the second period, as this is steered wide left of Milberg out to center ice. Fluttered on the diagonal to Carfagna. Carfagna gets ridden into the boards, taken over by Lacus. Lacus, right into the lap of Riggins, tries to throw it off the sideboards out of play into the Pomfret bench. 15.9 to go. Lawrence Academy hoping to advance to the finals of this tournament. They await the winner of the Dexter Southfield versus Culver game. I'll look up the score of that one right now. And it's going to be Dexter Southfield after they win 5-4 against Culver. So Dexter Southfield gets the win. And it was close, with Culver having a power play late in the third period to potentially tie it. But it'll be Dexter Southfield taking on the winner of this game tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. And Lawrence Academy hoping it's them. It's 2-0 Spartans over the Pomfret Griffins after 2. Back after this. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC boys hockey here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Alongside Max Hooven on camera. 2-0 our score. Lawrence Academy Spartans on top of the Pomfret Griffins to begin the third period of this semi-final of the 46th annual Groton Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. The winner of this game gets Dexter Southfield in the championship game tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. We'll have that game here for you on LSP tomorrow morning, as well as the third place game between Culver and the loser of this game, as this pass goes through the slot to the opposite side. There is Riley Duran. He had a goal on the power play late in the second period. And Blake Humphrey with a fantastic individual effort on the shorthanded opportunity for the first Lawrence Academy goal. Through, 1 second, here's a chance maybe for Pomfret to get on the board, but a pad save made by Brandon Milberg as one of the Pomfret players took a tumble behind the play. So right now, through 14 periods of action in the 2019-2020 season, Lawrence Academy has outscored their opposition 23-3. Brennan up the right side, no icing. Try to backhand it in front. Milberg shuts the door as it goes behind him and behind his net. Stretch pass out of the reach of the defenseman. Brennan goes into the far left corner boards. It's a lot of hooting and hollering, I think, from the Pomfret bench. I don't know what they were looking for, as LA will try to get a counterattack here, 3-on-2. And that pass goes off the near side boards. Humphrey with a shot over the crossbar and off the corner glass. Return shot. Oh, they had him right set up. Maher on the left post. He couldn't handle the puck. It bounced off his stick. LA has to reset their offense. Over to Fury. Fury over to Maher. Maher throws it off the sideboards below the goal for Humphrey. And we have a whistle. And I think there's something going on with Brandon Milberg. I don't know if now he's fallen victim to the net coming off its mooring, if it's his equipment. Trying to discern what exactly is going on. Max, can you zoom in a little more? Max, can you zoom in a little more? Let me see. Yeah, zoom in, yeah. Oh, no, now we're out of focus. Now we're out of focus, hang on. Zoom out. Trying to. I have no idea what they're doing down there. Well, there are the Pomfret players also wondering what's going on. While we have a moment, let's take a look at what's going on in the NEPSAC and MIA world. Lowell boys basketball leading Central Catholic 22-16 after 1. Dover Sherborne leading Millis 28-25 after 3 in girls basketball. Medfield leading Westwood. Medfield actually defeats Westwood 51-38 in girls basketball. Okay, and now it looks like we're good to go. Now what? Well, this isn't a good sign. In the Central Catholic Lowell girls game, it's Central Catholic 35, Lowell 4 at the half. Stick save made by Shearson on the shot from the left point. Boy, Cheyenne Mawai and all those great players Lowell had in recent years, they're missing them. Thrown off the sideboards by Mitchell. Partial change for Pomfret as Mitchell gets into a wrestling match with Carfagna in the far right corner boards. Tapped out of the zone, waiting for it there is Hakkarainen. Now on the diagonal. Correction, that was Hez on the coming on the ice. This is through the wickets of one of the LA players as they try to make their way up ice. They're getting a change behind the play as it's thrown into the zone, tapped over to Hess. Hess backhands, had a fan on the pass, but then they eventually connect with Kaczynski. Kaczynski's stretch pass intercepted by the Spartans, but regathered by Tomaso at center ice. Tomaso gets his stick lifted, tries to work his way in, forced behind the goal, trying to wrap around out to the left point. Bork is there, thrown back in by Hess. Out to the right wing. Taking some punishment there is Tomaso. Played around the end boards. Got 4 minutes gone by here in the third period, and now whistle, and we'll have a face-off. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Left wing circle face-off. It'll be Matt Lackas to take it for Pomfret, and now somebody, I guess, is missing a mouth guard. Face-off will be won by Lawrence Academy. Backhanded up the far side boards to Duran. The pass back to Duran is intercepted and thrown back into the zone on the diagonal. Jake Matthews. Icing. .49 to go in the period. 2-0 our score. Goals by Riley Duran and Blake Humphrey. One shorthanded, one power play. Spartans on a 3-on-2 the other way, delaying, getting past the defender, giving up the body, and the save made by Shearson, and a lot of traffic after the whistle right in front of him. Usually when a defender gives up the body like that, sliding down to his belly, that's an easy way to stop any momentum the breakaway chance might have, the odd man rush. But it's a good dangle there to at least get the shot on Shearson and get a face-off in the right wing circle. But this face-off is won by Pomfret. Backhanded around the end boards, laying a hit along the near side boards is Oliphant, and it'll come out to the left point where it'll be played along the blue line to Matthews, who deflects it off a body below the goal line. Oliphant has two defenders draped all over him, needs some support, gets it from Maher. Maher out to the left point, now down low. Humphrey trying to get it in front and found a white jersey, not a blue jersey. One-timer for the top of the right wing circle. The save made by Shearson, he was unable to secure it. Play continues. Oliphant out to the right point for the bomb that goes off a body in front. Azar didn't really see that puck. It just went off of him in the middle of the slot and trickled to the near side boards. And now back the other way come Pomfret on a 2-on-3. Now they'll just use this opportunity for a change. On the diagonal, cut off at the blue line by Kaczynski. LA gets it back. Connor throws it in towards the far left corner. Riggins taken over by Kaczynski up the near side boards. Pass into the middle for Forselius. Forselius gets the puck taken off his stick, but it trickled towards Milberg. The return shot from the right point misses wide left. Up the far side boards for Riggins, can't handle it. Swing and a miss on the pass along the end boards. Now here come the Spartans on the stretch pass, intercepted by Kaczynski. Now back over to Kaczynski at the right point. Kaczynski goes D to D over to Hess, and it's played into the zone. 11.5 to go in the period. Tried to hit the home run pass for Riggins. It was intercepted, and play continues in the LA zone. But now this flutters out of the zone. Riggins with the forecheck against Brennan. Now Kaczynski up the right side. Steering towards the middle as Lakis goes to his left. Along the far side boards. Griffins stay on side. Oh, what a huge hit laid by Matt Connor, but that's going to be a penalty. He left his feet to deliver that hit. He is not happy with the call. He thought it was clean, but Connor goes to the box. That penalty comes at 7:01 of the third period. And Pomfret back on the power play with a chance to cut it to 1. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. 2 minutes for elbowing is the call. And the face-off will be won by Pomfret. Over to the right point in Kaczynski. Now to the right wing. Delaying is Bork. Bork gives it up down low. Shot from a tight angle. The save made by Milberg. Out to the left point, Kaczynski. Back to Bork for the shot through traffic. It misses. Return shot from the left wing. Now Bork at the top of the slot. Kick save made by Milberg. And it trickles back to the Griffins' end. 30 seconds gone by on the penalty. Bork up the left side to Tommaso. Tommaso escapes a couple of pokes, drops it off for Bork. Around the end boards. Fury applying pressure, now walking in from the left wing circle and pinwheeling out. Fury still with good pressure along that left side. Out to the left wing. Waiting for it at the top of the slot is Kaczynski. Instead they take the shot from the tough angle on the left side, and it misses the net. Kaczynski keeps it in at the blue line. They try to backhand it to the right wing circle. They cannot, and the Spartans able to clear. It tumbles right in on Shearson. 45 seconds left on the penalty. Spartans in the middle of a change. Griffins unable to make them pay, and they get called for icing. 40 seconds gone by on the penalty, 9:38 left in the period. Pomfret really needs to score on this power play. But now they have a face-off in the defensive zone. Humphrey to take the face-off against Lakis. Bork being told to come on the ice for, looks like, low. So against Lakis, against Humphrey here. And now they're going to make Bork take the face-off. And Bork wins the face-off. Back to Sloan. 30 seconds left on the penalty. The pass over to Kaczynski. Enter the zone on the left side. That's Hakkarainen. Out to the right wing. Now out to the left point. Calling for it at the top of the slot with fresh legs was Lamar, but they didn't get it to him. Lamar waits at the left point. They get it out to him. He walks the blue line, goes over to the left wing. Lamar still calling for it. Whacks the ice, calling for it. The one-timer, the save made by Milberg. Penalty time is up. We're halfway through the period. Oliphant dodges the hit, tries to clear it around the end boards. Riggins fans on it. Play still alive for the Griffins, working his way in, trying to get it in front. Milberg shuts the door. The return shot, save made by Milberg, comes to the near right corner. The pass in front. Milberg stands his ground. Fired off the side boards, and they do get it out of the zone. Changes for LA. Can Pomfret burn them? They cannot, as Broderick stalls the play. Now carries it up the left side. Broderick, with two defenders around him, turns it over. Kaczynski gets a big hit. On the left wing, it's Lowe. Tries to get it back to Kaczynski. Turned over. Comes back to the Pomfret zone. Hess. Now Forselius gives it up. Getting in the way of that pass was Fury. Lifted out of the zone. Griffins able to glove it down. They get possession back, but they're forced to tag up. 7.5 about to go in the period. Backhanded to Hess. Hess up the left side, redirected into the zone. Hess goes off for a change. Risland. 2-on-2 scrum along the far side board. Shot from the left point, wide left. Turn back in towards Milberg. He shuts the door. It's a tumbling puck. Got the right knee pad there. Puck trickles out of the zone. No icing. Backhanded into the middle for Bork. Bork loses the handle. Getting it back is Brennan. Off the side boards, intercepted. Sacco tries to drop it off for Duran. He cannot. Taken over by Tommaso. Tommaso takes a hit. Bigger hit laid by Caffarelli, and Caffarelli's going to the box. But they're calling a slashing penalty. It's a slashing penalty on Sacco. I thought they were going to get Caffarelli for boarding. But with 6:26 to go, it's another power play for Pomfret. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by Pomfret. They set up their power play offense again. Out to Kaczynski. Back to Kaczynski, walking the blue line over to the left wing. Back to Kaczynski, out to the right wing. His pass was deflected, but it stays in the zone thanks to Hakkarainen. And Hakkarainen loses the handle. It comes all the way back to the Pomfret end. 6 minutes to go, 1.5 left on the power play. Over to Lowe. Lowe steers through traffic, gets it to Kaczynski. The save made by Milberg, and it's whacked around the end boards all the way back to Shearson. Lowe delays, tries to weave through traffic. Good forecheck there by Riggins, and Lowe is forced back into his own blue line. Throws it off of Riggins and gets it back. Kaczynski on the right side. Has the puck slapped off his stick and thrown 200 feet. 45 seconds left on the penalty. Here's Hughes. Enters the zone up the middle, steers to his right, takes the shot, the save by Milberg. He covers up with 32 seconds left on the penalty and 4:58 left in the period. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow us on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, and PayPal, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. 2-0 our score. Both LA goals coming in the second period. One on a shorthanded chance by Blake Humphrey, the other on a power play chance by Riley Duran. Milberg lost sight of the puck, but he makes the save as it goes off his body. Back the other way come the Spartans. 17 seconds left on the penalty. The shot goes into the protective netting. 14 seconds left on the penalty, 4:40 left in the period. The winner of this game gets Dexter Southfield in the championship tomorrow morning at 11:30. The loser of this game gets Culver in the third place game tomorrow morning at 9:30. Both games will be here on LSP. Tommaso plays it over to Brennan. 5 seconds left on the penalty. Tommaso tries to play it in front, pass off target. Penalty time is up, we're back to 5-on-5. Thrown into the zone and getting laid into the boards in front of the Pomfret bench was Carfagna. LA setting up their offense. But this pass is out of the reach of Fury. Carfagna's there at the blue line to make sure it doesn't go too far. Off the side boards. Carfagna gets it back, lobs it into the zone, and it trickles wide left. Just had an issue with the camera, folks, but we're okay. Pass in front, they score! Sorry for the black picture, folks, but Lawrence Academy does score. And it is 3-0. So right off the penalty kill, LA gets the chance. And with 3:51 to go, they may be on their way to their 5th straight win. This is icing on Pomfret. Face off in the right wing circle. Sacco to take it against Lakis. Face off one. Back to Duran, who plays it in deep. 3.5 to go. Over to Sloan. Sloan up the far side boards to Lakis. Lakis goes down to a knee as he tries to chase it in deep. Backhanded out to the right side. Duran tries to weave through the defense, cut off by Azar. Thrown back into the zone, LA has to tag up, 3 minutes to go. Off the side boards, getting stood up as he tried to enter the zone with Sacco. Sacco lays a big hit on Sloan. Comes up the right side into the middle for Tommaso. Tommaso weaves towards the middle, loses the handle, intercepted at the Pomfret blue line by Lowe, and now a whistle. And I believe the linesman is saying offside. .232 to go. Did we just lose the puck in the bench or something? All right, we'll have a left wing circle face-off, it looks like. Oh, we have a penalty? Oh, looks like we have a penalty. And Clarence Belts is serving it. This might be too many men. And Pomfret's going to use their timeout to see if they can muster a rally here with 2:32 to go in a 3-0 game. We've had all sorts of delays today. This So out of the timeout against a power play for Pomfret, and they have pulled the goalie, so it is 6-on-4. This was a situation last night that Cushing tried to get back into the game with, and out to the right point for the shot, and Milberg rips it out of the air. Lawrence Academy was able to put the game away with an empty netter against Cushing. Face off in the right wing circle. It ended up being a 3-1 victory for the Spartans last night in this similar situation with a 6-on-4 of the late power play. Out to the top of the slot, the shot, loose puck. Milberg somehow made a save, and it trickles to the far side boards. 1:45 left in the period, 1:15 left on the power play. Faking the windup for the shot and then taking the shot, and it's blocked and thrown off the side boards. 1 minute to go on the power play, 1.5 left in the game. Bork escapes the pressure, puts on the brakes in the near right corner, takes it out to the top of the slot for the shot that by Tommaso that is saved and covered by Milberg with 1:19 to go in the game and 48 seconds left on the penalty. Face off in the left wing circle. Lawrence Academy 1:19 away from their 5th straight win to begin the season. As this trickles out of the zone. If they can hold Pomfret scoreless, it would be their 3rd shutout in 5 games. It's kicked away from the blue line by Fury. On the diagonal, Fury will chase it down in the far right corner, gets hip checked away from the puck. A reverse direction for Sloan, under a minute to go, 15 seconds left on the power play. So through 5 games, as this shot is blocked, trickles out the zone, 5 seconds left on the penalty, score. Johnny Riggins, 4-0. That is the second shorthanded goal of the game for the Spartans. And through 15 periods about, the score of the Lawrence Academy season has been Lawrence Academy 25, their opposition 3. And 2 of those goals came in garbage time against Belmont Hill in a game they won 8-2. The only goal that was scored in a game that was competitive was last night against Cushing, by Cushing. This whistle's wide right, and Lawrence Academy will play for the Groton Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament Championship tomorrow morning at 11:30 against Dexter Southfield. Another shutout, and Brandon Milberg, our player of the game, making some phenomenal saves in that 3rd period when Pomfret really really turned up the pressure, and they could not solve Milberg. 3rd shutout of the year for the Spartans. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. LSP's next broadcast tomorrow morning with the 3rd place and 1st place games of the Groton Lawrence Boys Hockey Holiday Tournament. Pomfret versus Culver at 9:30 a.m. for the 3rd place title, and Lawrence Academy versus Dexter Southfield in the championship game at 11:30 a.m. Watch the games live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the games the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the games at the LSP store. And be sure to follow and support LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring, and PayPal, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans 4, the Pomfret Griffins 0. For Max Hooven on camera, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow morning.